Good afternoon. My name is Travis Marche, and I'll be making a presentation today on the management of absenteeism in the workplace. I hope you all take something from this presentation, as it could give insight into just how absenteeism is affecting your business from the inside without any glaring signs. First and foremost, absenteeism needs to be properly defined. It is essentially defined as the practice of being away from work or a similar commitment without a specific reasoning. Overall, absenteeism has a place in the workplace, as there are a certain number of days relegated for the purpose of being absent. However, there are often times when employees abuse this right and simply do not comply with the rules given by the corporation they're with. This causes a decrease in employee morale and in turn gives a negative impression towards management. Forbes is the first publication that the research gathered touched upon with regards to absenteeism affecting an organization. Essentially, they outline the annual cost breakdowns that absenteeism takes from the overall industries across the globe, and these numbers reach to billions. These unnecessary costs are far too high and can be detrimental to keeping a healthy company with happy employees. A direct quote from the author group that wrote the article, Investopedia, reads, "The logic with this approach is that a healthier, happier employees will be able and motivated to go to work each day, resulting in increased productivity and higher morale for the individual workers, as well as the entire team." This is an effective summation of just how the overall prevention does not just improve the financials of the company, but also the fundamental work and attitude of the employees within the company. The second article which is looked at within the proposal is The Role of the Supervisor in Managing Absenteeism by Stefanie Georges. Rather than look at the company as a whole, the author decides to look directly at the supervisor's role in the organization. Essentially, the supervisor must be aware of what absenteeism is happening below them in the company structure, and maintain a relationship with employees that enable them to see through any unwanted abuse of the system. The counseling interview, the first formal review, the second formal review, temporary suspension from work, and termination from employment are some of the steps which are outlined in the article for which a supervisor can follow to keep employees from making outside attempts at any unwarranted absenteeism. Workplace Absenteeism, Much More Than the Cost of Doing Business by Carissa Tenzola and Shana French is another article with relevant topics to absenteeism. These authors have decided to look at specific ways attendance can be managed and fixed, such as attendance management, identifying the underlying issues, knowing your rights as an organization, knowing your people, and planning, reviewing, and modifying. Basically, if an organization can grasp these concepts and work with them, the risk of unwarranted absenteeism is reduced. There are further articles which outline the negativity of absenteeism, but these were the most relevant with respect to a business rectifying any practices they have that may be fundamentally faulted, or just non-existent. These non-existent business practices could be a big reason for absenteeism, along with the lost funds for the same reason. Now, absenteeism and sick leave are major benefits which could make employees want to work within your organization, but they must be kept in order and implemented so that they can rightfully be used as an employee benefit, rather than be abused and hinder the company in general. As summarized in the written portion of this presentation, an absenteeism program or rules should be implemented so that the employee keeps the benefits of leave from work, while the employer also retains profit from what could have been lost due to unnecessary absenteeism. I hope this has put everything into perspective and gives everyone a better idea of just how a benefit to employees can actually hurt a company if rules and regulations do not relegate the abuse of said benefits. If rules and regulations are set and checked by upper management and everything is kept in order, there should be very few problems. The time and money used to implement these far outweigh the time and money which could be lost due to the abuse of a few others. Thank you for your attendance and time for this presentation. I I hope you enjoyed the presentation and that it was informative and relevant to the topic at hand. Thanks.